Hi, my name is Mike Pucci, and I want to introduce you to some concepts. You probably already know this stuff. Um, you, you probably better than me. I know culinary institutes and various restaurants teach people stuff like this. But basically, what we're doing, what I'm going to be doing right now, is showing you a little bit about how to use a French knife. First of all, a knife is a very dangerous piece of equipment. It's a tool. It shouldn't be played with. It especially has some safety features on it, which I'll show you really quick. One of the first safety features of a knife is that this edge right here. It's not sharp. You can run your finger across it. It's safe to put your hand on here. You can't hurt yourself like this. Another thing to know about the knife is the hilt. The hilt is a safety device that keeps your hand from slipping off the handle. Your handle should always be dry. Your knife should always be dry, otherwise you won't be able to sharpen it. So the first thing I'm going to do is demonstrate to you some safety techniques. The area should always be dry. You should always have a towel or something to make sure that your knife is dry, your handle is dry, that it's clean and dry. Everything should be dry in a cutting environment. Now there's different types of cutting boards. It doesn't matter if you use a wooden cutting board or this type of a cutting board. One thing about these cutting boards is that you have to disinfect them occasionally and make sure that they're nice and clean, that they don't smell bad. If you have any foul smells coming from your cutting boards, please clean them properly or discard them and buy new ones. Okay, the first thing how to sharpen a knife is you sharpen a knife by drying it like this, okay? Make sure it's dry, make sure the handle's dry, and make sure your hands are dry. Okay, now you take the sharpener, and this is just one technique. There's about 30 ways to sharpen a knife. I'm just going to show you a quick one. Okay, you just hold the knife at about a 45-degree angle, or actually about a 30-degree angle to the steel. So you're not flat like this, but you're at about a 30-degree angle, and you just rub the knife off like that. You just rub it, kind of like at that angle. Okay? You rub it against the steel. Now, at that point, after you've given it a couple rubs, let's give it a couple more rubs up here, you can test the sharpness of your knife by running your thumb very carefully, not along the blade, but against it to see if you get that little sound. If you hear a little click, you hear that click, that means your knife is sharp. Okay? Your knife should be sharp all the way along. It shouldn't be just sharp in one place. So here I have a nice sharpness in here, but here I have no sharpness, and here I have no sharpness. So we're going to try it again. This area needs a little more rubbing. This middle part a little bit. You can change the side. Okay. The thing is this. You check it again. Now I'm getting a nice click everywhere, except I got good sharpening in here. I still need to do the sharpening up here. If you do this too much, you're going to over sharpen your knife and you'll have to start all over again. There it is. There's the click. Very good. You could probably almost shave this lot here. One little bit more. Okay, so now some more safety techniques. We're going to demonstrate on an onion here. I'm going to show you there's 3 different sizes that you can cut a vegetable, okay, to different sizes. One of them is a large cut, one of them is a medium-sized cut, and one of them is a very small cut. In an onion, you want to take the skin off. I know that looks like a waste, but it's very harsh to eat this. It's good fiber. You can use it for soups, but I wouldn't cut it up and put it in a vegetable dish because the onions are very hard. Now what I'm going to do is show you basically how to chop an onion. Okay, this onion was once a whole onion, but if I cut it in half like this, this is what it would look like if I had that whole onion and I cut it in half and turn it onto this side. And now I'm going to demonstrate a technique for it. What you do is we're going to chop. So you find this place here, come down. Find this place here, come down. Now make sure that you're using your knife properly, that you're kind of pointing it away from you, that you're not cutting towards yourself. And we're going to put these cuts right like this. Now when you do this, your thumb is here, your thumb is here. So when you cut now, you don't want to cut like this because you're going to cut off your thumb. So your last cut is aim the knife away from your hand. Always away from your hand. Now we made these cuts here. Now what we do, very carefully, we cut this way, we cut again, and we cut again, and we cut a slice here and slice here. Now our onion is set up for professional chopping. Now what size shall we make it? The larger the cut, it's a chop. Medium size, it's a dice, and very small, it's called a mince. So I'll show you how to mince this up, make a very small out of it. But look how easy it is, because I prepared my onion like this. See how I'm getting these nice initial small pieces instead of a big bunch of stuff because of the way I prepared the onion, see? Now it won't be, this is more of a dice. This is the medium size, and I'm going to just make this a little small. We'll make it a little smaller when we're done, but the smaller you get it before you start, look at that. That's really easy now to finish that off. And this one, when you're at the end, all you do, carefully, very carefully, you cut that, and then you just, the one at the end doesn't work like that. Keeping your fingers, you have a claw technique here. Point the knife away from you. Keep your hands away from the knife. Okay, be careful when you do that. So there now you have a basic dice. Okay, now we're going to change this now to a mince. Okay, we're going to make it smaller because people really, unless it's on a hamburger or something, generally don't like big pieces of onions in their food. You want to get the flavor of an onion, but you don't want to offend people, so I would suggest mincing it very small. After you've got your dice, you go to the mince, and you just run your knife through it. Keep your hands away. Use your knuckles on your hand to kind of guide the knife. Always cut away from yourself. Don't cut towards yourself. Never go like this, or it'd be like chopping with an axe. Some people, they chop with an axe like this. What happens if the axe slips and there goes the genitals? Okay, now we're going to take it through again. I don't like to put my hand in front of the knife, so if I can do this with one hand, this is very good because I don't endanger myself. You can also chop like this. Here's another technique at this point. Kind of rock that knife, holding this end, and then you just rock the handle down. Like this, and gently, carefully brush it. Again. I might as well go into the spaghetti sauce from here, but I'm going to stop this video right now. Go ahead, stop it.